Mine says it's 33 seconds.
Well, you know what? This is about to go live. I think it's live right now. And while we're live, I just want to say hello there. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Hello there, ladies and gents. Get ready to, I don't know, what do you want the people to do?
You were doing so good.
I know, you were like on a roll. I didn't even want to stop you to do my welcome to the fandom zone.
Oh my God, you ruined it. Get ready to what? Get ready to what?
You said get ready to. I didn't say get ready to.
Get ready to rumble?
All right. Let's get ready to rumble. Copyrights right.
No, you're far enough out of tune. We won't get copyright struck.
I know. As long as I'm slightly out of tune, we're all good.
You know what's funny though? Me running slightly late and getting a preview. People are like, "Hey, this is up, but it's just a preview. Is he live yet?" No, it's not. He's previewing it, which worked in my favor.
Well, either way, go to the private chat, get my thing up, and have people watch it. I don't know. It's pretty good.
Oh, don't say it like that. Go to the private chat and get my thing up.
Oh no, the link up. Did I say?
Yeah, man, we keep it PG-13 here.
No,
you just want me to put the link to your video? I can do that.
Mm-hmm. Or I can do it too.
I was gonna say, you have a wrench, do you not?
Yeah, let's do it. Would you like to play it live, please, Zod?
I think I can't do it from StreamYards because it doesn't highlight links in StreamYards. That's why I can't.
Just go to YouTube and share the video like you would the shilling.
Yeah, I have those already set up.
Yeah, that's gonna be my plug.
Okay, in order for me to do that, you have to put it in the YouTube chat.
I did.
Oh, well then, shit.
Shit.
My God.
Shit. Hello, everyone. How are you? My name is Proper Jeremy. Oh, what is your name? Everyone in the chat?
Oh, I'm not in the chat. I'm just in this conversation.
Oh, well, hello,
man.
I know what your name is.
That's good.
Everyone who's in the chat, everyone who's watching, let your presence be known. Say, like, my name is... Oh, Mox Rock says fail. What's good?
I know.
Now you're
streaming,
says Sheldon. Trey Courtney is here. Bitchy Unicorn is here. By the way, that was a nice picture of you guys. The only time that I was just like, oh my God, that's not disgusting when it comes to...
I was disappointed with the lack of hornage in the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. She has another pickup, and she has a horn. So, which, by the way, if you guys aren't looking at Bitchy Unicorn's Twitter and you want to see embarrassing
there's somebody in the chat. Okay, there we go.
It's too late, Grim Monolith. I'm counting you.
Yeah, while you're here on that page that we can see.
Can y'all hear me?
Hey,
yeah, I can hear you.
So you're on LB's channel. How you doing?
There's no echo or anything?
No.
Nope.
No. Why? What are you doing differently?
No, I'm just wondering.
What are you doing differently?
Well, he's never asked that question before. Now he's asking it, so I'm wondering, did he get some new tech or what's going on?
No, I'm just wondering.
Did he get relegated to a different room or?
No. Just making sure. Just making sure y'all can hear me.
All right.
Oh yeah. So, clear as day.
Proper. Set up some context for this before we play it.
Okay, before we play it, it's just a sneak peek. It's just a trailer. This is something that I did over the weekend, on Saturday. When I was visiting my grandparents and my family in Cleveland, and I decided to take the opportunity to have my grandparents react to Cecil. Cecil Says, for those of you who don't know Cecil, what the fuck are you doing here? Cecil is, he has a lot of strong opinions, particularly one about The Wizard of Oz.
Cecil is life.
Oh yeah, and he had one video about the Wizard of Oz and how Glinda the Good Witch was, not that great, and the Wicked Witch of the West was the good. He made a commentary on it, and I asked my grandparents what they thought of it because this transpires generations, and if you can turn it up as much as you can because the volume is a little off. Because again, I am in the editing process. I would, as much as you can, so everyone can hear it, or pretty high. So yeah, let's just take a look at it in full screen, and just watch the quick sneak peek. This is a quick sneak peek that's going to be coming out next week. So here we go. Here's my plug.
The time has come. Grandparents react to Cecil.
It is basically about Belinda and what a colossal witch she really is. Our good witch, I put good in quotation marks. Good witch, more like awful bitch.
I'm not sure very many people heard that, so just like if you could like turn it up a little bit and go back to like the when they talk, turn it up like a bit.
I don't know how high this will go.
Just
Turn it
go
up all the way.
Yeah.
No, man, my
you might
headphones
want
are
to.
in. It's gonna blow out my ears.
Okay. Well, turn it up.
What?
Yeah.
That's not how it works, man.
A little further. Like the 10-second mark, maybe. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. And it's all the way up on this. This is the best I got. Here we go.
It is basically about Belinda and what a colossal bitch she really is. Our good witch, I put good in quotation marks. Good witch, more like awful bitch.
That is the look of terror.
My grandma was mortified at that moment. That was only, guys, this is only the beginning. It literally was only the beginning. And so that's my plug for today and tonight, tomorrow. Thank you.
All right.
More like awful bitch.
So 10/23, which I believe is a, I don't know, is it a Wednesday? I think it is.
Yes.
Yes, next Wednesday. That's when you should expect the video to come out. And it's been a long time coming, and I'm very excited about it. I'm actually very proud of this concept. I've been thinking about this for a few months now. And Cecil did play it on his live stream. He's like, "What the fuck? This is 32 seconds long." I'm like, "No, it's a preview." And he didn't understand that because he's drunk right now, but that's okay. Anyways, Perp, how you doing?
I'm chilling. I'm cooling. I'm relaxed.
Next to his brand new microphone, he sounds so clear.
No, it's not brand new, Mike.
Okay.
So before
I can't tell my secrets.
Before we get this shindig started with all these people on the panel, let me address the chat first. Yeah, I'm doing it different. Welcome, Shellback, and thank you for your TikTok, motherfucker. I know I was late. Bitchy's here right next to me, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, reasons. Anyways.
In the dark?
What's that?
I heard her say something. What was that?
Oh, yeah, the last message. I saw that. Go ahead. Say hi to all the people.
No.
She said no.
Hi, people.
No, he said hi all the people.
She's the one who talks the most. Like, oh my goodness, she just never shuts up.
Excuse me.
All females.
It is fucking awful. But yeah, make sure you go on Twitter, check out
What the
stuff.
fuck are you eating?
Oh, I don't want to know. The carpet?
You're eating on stream, man. That's rude.
He's eating a wiener.
Oh
You have
God!
a wiener? What the?
Oh, I thought she was gonna
All right,
say taco.
Okay,
And welcome to the fandom zone. We have Butterfingers here. We have so
Very inappropriate.
Mox Rocks, welcome. Trey Courtney, welcome.
Oh
we
my
have
God.
We have Miss Sarcastic Nerd and then Miss Soycastic Nerd appeared simultaneously. Senate. And we have Mark F. And we have the Senate, who's also, I'm fairly convinced, Miss Soycastic Nerd as well. So, welcome everybody. Yes, I'm eating a hot dog.
I don't need to know what you're eating. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I
Bitchy
do it.
Unicorn says, Zod, you shall notice me, though I'm sitting right next to you. Maybe I should yell at you to get in the fucking car.
Yes, no one forgets that classic stream when I was streaming. I was doing a live stream, and the beautiful unicorn literally rips me off the camera, and she's like, "Get in the fucking car," and you hear it clear as day.
That's because you pointed at her, John Campia style.
Yes, I did.
You should have responded, "Make me a sandwich." Then we'll talk.
So, welcome everybody to the fandom zone. Thank you for coming by here. We got some great topics for you here tonight. Let me introduce our star panelists before we get rolling. And shout out to LB. He tried to have me on his stream, but you know my cell phone sucks. It sucks. I was just like, I come in and I'm like, and I'm like,
to talk about the Lion King.
No,
we had a separate stream.
Oh,
so it was an epic fail because fandom zone technology doesn't compute with cell phones.
No, because all that Black Panther hate, you know what I'm saying? They want you coming in there that hate with your
that trash.
7, but it's trash.
Oh, the stream that I missed that was just because live stream.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It was great though. So make sure you show love to LB's channel. Check out that was great. He had K Dot on there and Perp and Terrence. So definitely
sounds like some black guys in a drunk.
Oh yeah,
or I mean some black guys in a bot. That's what I meant to say.
Anyways, let me introduce our panelists before we get rolling. I got some really fucking hilarious articles tonight, and
Sure.
yeah, actually none of them are really serious that I remember.
Finally.
So let's go down the line here. Let's start with the purple man, the Kush of the group. Go ahead.
The Kush of the group. Wow.
Not the indica, the Kush.
It's Perp.
Wonderful. The
That was a
perfect
great
intro.
Proper. You already had your intro and a preview of your
And
video
he's
coming
muted, is he not?
and you're muted. So there we go.
Jesus. Can you not look at the screen when you're... What are you looking at?
He's looking at boobies.
I mean, aren't they udders if they're on a unicorn?
No, it's not a cow.
Okay, aren't they udders if they're on a horse?
I don't know the technicalities of that.
You don't
No.
know anything. You're a villain who doesn't know how to read.
Exactly.
Yep,
I can read
I'm
Kryptonian.
PB. Shut up. Let me do the intro. I'm PB, the commander in the fandom zone. And none of us will kneel before Zod. Let's start the fucking show.
Coming in hot.
So the first thing I have for you guys today, let me go up here. Oh my God, computer, why do you fail me? Okay.
I'm guessing it's operator error.
So the first thing I had for you guys today is under the celebrities. Lady Gaga asked what Fortnite was, sending Fortnite gamers into a frenzy.
Because she spelt it wrong.
So this was Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
What's
she spelled it
Fortnite?
right.
Come on, call me a telephone. I give you a million reasons to play, you and I. This is people sending responses. Will someone please take Gaga's phone away? This is the weirdest crossover I've ever seen. I don't know what that dude was doing. This guy
People
just had
still
the office thing.
It's so crazy that people are still playing Fortnite. Like, come on.
Why is
Play a
that crazy?
mushroom.
People are still playing the original Battlefront 2.
So
That game was released in like 2005 or something.
And Bitchy brought up a great point. She said, people have shit to do. So I was like, I thought about it. I was like, this is Lady Gaga. Like, she is got nominated for awards.
How many did she win? No, I don't typically talk about men like that.
Who's a man?
Lady Gaga ain't a man. I seen that movie.
Okay.
Lady Gaga got
she's not. Not a man whatsoever.
Not anymore.
Never was.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't care how good of a surgery you get. I refuse to believe there isn't some residual from that. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not an expert, but
what residual? The residual is the way her face looks. That's the residual.
So she's gotten a mannish face. I've seen plenty of.
Carrie Fisher got a mannish face. Oh,
wow.
We will not speak ill of the dead here. What is wrong with you?
People die every day. So what?
Oh my god!
And you're going to speak ill of them every day?
I don't care. Hey, it is what it is. I'm just speaking facts. I'm not speaking ill.
Shenanigans. Lady Gaga would not look that good in a metal bikini.
Then she sound like she got a voice box and shit.
Oh my god, Perp.
Yeah, I know that's what Lady Gaga sounds like. That's what happens when they move your balls up to your throat.
Oh my no. Okay, I might have to call bullshit on this. I think that she's rather fine. It was confirmed in Star is Born. And I'm just saying, I've watched that movie like 3 times. And
oh my god, you watched it 3 times? I thought you didn't like fucking reboots and remakes.
Okay, that's the exception because that movie was the OG reboot. Like, there were 4 fucking different versions of it.
Yeah, I know. Before. That's what I'm saying.
What's up,
They're
Tommy?
like, yeah, reboots and remakes will definitely always make money if we can take this one that's been rebooted 4 other times before and still turn it into a cash cow.
Yeah, I'm convinced that Tommy don't sleep. I've seen him on like 10 different streams.
Tommy doesn't sleep.
Hours.
He doesn't sleep.
No, he lies in wait.
He's built on cocaine.
Shellbeck, I see you in the chat.
On.
You son of a bitch.
Good,
what?
Tommy.
What?
He
Did
said
you say something about the turtle?
Yeah. He says, super chat, 100 Monopoly dollars for unicorn teats. Listen here, turtle. I will kick you.
You were supposed to say, I will kick you in your shell.
That's what I meant. And you know turtles get fucked up, right? They can't.
This is delicious.
It is delicious.
But a little more.
I don't care what anyone says, man. The theater hot dogs aren't that bad. I'm just saying.
I'm not. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to hear about these wieners that you're sucking on in the theater. It's dark there.
Oh, man. So, and of course, we got the dynamic duo, I'm going to start calling them, Tommy and the Senate. Between the two of them, just fun hilarity all night. And by the way, go check out the Senate's Twitter. He posted.
So that would make Tommy Robin then, right? Going off of the meme that the Senate made.
I guess so. I don't know. They got to work that one out amongst themselves. I'm not weighing in on that. They already roast me.
They both are likers of the candy corn.
Candy
At
corn.
least I think he was.
Zod, how much do you get paid to suck? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Zod,
Probably
how
more than
much
minimum
do you
wage.
get paid to suck waners?
Damn, motherfucker.
More than minimum wage.
You're definitely. I got standards.
Well, at least you have standards.
Speaking of.
I assume you wait till they're covered in mayo.
Speaking of covered in mayo, the new movie Bombshell.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
What the hell's Bombshell?
The greatest segue ever.
Megyn Kelly.
So let me give you context before we get started, okay?
The porno?
I can't stand Megyn Kelly. She was a cunt who worked at Fox News and accused
She worked a lot of places.
Yeah, I think corners too. But anyways, she accused people at Fox News of sexually harassing her. So of course, naturally, Hollywood's going to make a movie, probably very liberal, left-leaning, according to the trailers that I seen. That's going to be the heroic story of these three women that took down the sexist pigs of Fox News. So,
how many trailers did you see in the park?
Who's playing Bill O'Reilly? Bill O'Reilly.
I don't know. I'm going to be curious to see who that was.
Oh, that's funny.
Ooh, that would actually probably fit. Perv's got insight to the casting. Bombshell is ready to make a splash in theaters this winter. And we have a fresh look at the drama chronicling the scandal that shook up Fox News forever. The film centers around the stories of various female Fox News personnel and their altercations with the founder, Roger Ellis, who resigned as chairman and CEO of the network in July 2016 following sexual harassment allegations.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
And Alice died in 2018. Directed by Jay Roche, Meet the Parents. So this is going to be very accurate. And Recount, definitely going to be very accurate. It stars Charlize Theron as Megyn Kelly, Nicole Kidman as Gretchen Carlson, and Margot Robbie as associated producer, a composite character based on more than one real person. So Margot Robbie, they basically just threw in here because it's Margot Robbie. So she's not based on any one character, just a perspective. Set to Bill Ives' song Bad Guy, of course. The newest trailer reveals even more, including John Lithgow as Alice, which I buy that because I like John Lithgow. I don't know why he's in this movie. The impressive ensemble.
He's a good actor.
He wants the money.
He wants the money.
Yeah, like
the ensemble cast includes Kate McCannell and
Kate McKinnon.
There we go. Thank you.
Holy sheep shit! I'm not even looking at the screen, guy.
Allison Janney.
Yep.
Along with several actors playing real life figures, including Malcolm McDowell as Rupert Murdoch. Elena, oh my,
that's funny.
What the fuck? I can't say that name.
So they really just making a movie about Fox News? That's gonna be boring as fuck.
Where's the name? Which name?
Aliana Abek.
Ubach?
Yeah.
Elena Ubach.
Yep.
As Judge Janine Pirro. Okay.
All yachts are free.
Spencer Garrett as Sean Hannity. Michael
Bew.
you as Brett Beyer, PJ Bryan
Bear. It's just Bear.
As Neil
Cavuto.
Cavuto, and Richard Kind as Rudy Giuliani.
I was
Another,
really hoping you'd be able to get that one, considering he was your mayor when you lived there.
yeah, and the man. Another production based on Alice or Elias. Whatever.
So
Showtime.
Bill O'Reilly's not going to be in this. I'm disappointed.
No, the loudest voice.
Ailes.
Ailes, thank you. Ailes is Showtime's The Loudest Voice. It stars Russell Crowe as the former head of the network, with Naomi Watts as Gretchen Carlson. Bombshell opens December 19th, 2019. Watch the new trailer above. So far, the film has strong buzz from the few who have seen it, reflected in these tweets below.
Strong buzz, these nuts, shit.
Yeah, and of course, who do they highlight? This first comment. Margot Robbie crashes into the Best Supporting Actress race with devastating performance, descending from wide-eye optimist to broken victim.
So all this movie's gonna be about is like this chick getting touched on and stuff like that. Like that's it.
This is basically
pretty much.
Yeah, this is basically the
how Fox News is a terrible place.
Yeah, and these bitches all lined up with and said that they were harassed and they were passed over for promotions and all of this shit. And Megyn Kelly was.
They know they would suck your dick to get it.
Megyn Kelly only had a primetime TV show with the best slot of the night.
They know what they was doing. They was throwing pussy all throughout Fox News just to get, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that.
I gotta read this super chat from Shellback. He says, it says 20 Mo dollars. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be read as Mo or if it's supposed to be read as Missouri.
No, I think it's slang. It's Mo.
Okay. He says, take the wiener out your mouth when you talk to me, boy. That's for you, Zod.
Shellback, this is why you're never getting a wrench. This bullshit right here.
This shit just it's like all the money that they just like Hollywood just wastes on these films like this. Like, fuck is y'all doing?
It's not a waste if they make the money back.
What studio's making this?
Probably Studio 54. That's a joke.
I don't know. I fucking got rid of it. That whole thing's fucking pissed me off.
What do you mean you got rid of it?
I fucking sent it to the fandom zone.
Okay, well, send it back to your fucking screen so you can tell us what studio is producing this particular film. I feel like you can easily either look at the history or at this point, with how long I've been talking, you've been able to retype in what you searched before, and it'll pull back up, and you'll be like, oh, well, this is who's producing it.
Lion Gates.
Thank you.
Lion Gates. Who owns Lion Gates?
I
don't know. Some rich white guy.
the rich white people.
I have no idea what individual person owns it.
Well,
like, it's not Jeff Bezos.
But like, yeah, you know, and here's the thing. These movies, it is a trend. These political movies or agenda-driven movies never fucking get a box office. They are fucking terrible, and they keep on thinking, oh, we get these great actors or actresses, it's going to get this box office. No, because like Perp says, no one wants to sit through an hour and a half, or God forbid, a fucking 2-hour-long movie of a bunch of bitches dissing males and be bored as shit. You know there's going to be no explosions or like a Quentin Tarantino situation where you have snappy dialogue. It's going to have none of that.
Unless they start scissoring, then yeah, we got them whole movie.
That's what's up. People be like, I'll watch that Megyn Kelly story. I'll watch all 69 minutes.
Swapping fluids. I'll be down to watch that.
Yeah, and you know what, Mark F? I love that comment. I'm gonna put up Mark F's comment. He says, "Where's the Weinstein movie?" At
They don't want you to see that.
Hypocrites.
They don't want you to see that like the Snyder cut.
Yep, that's with the Snyder cut in the vault. But no, I mean it's bullshit because look, it is one thing to do movies like there was a movie that I did like. I forgot the name of it. It had Mark Ruffalo in it. It was about the
Avengers.
No, it was about the newspaper.
The Avengers: Age of Ultron.
PD, stop.
The Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh my God, it was about a newspaper.
Avengers:
outlet.
Endgame.
It was priests touching people. It's not Avengers.
Oh.
It was about the Catholic Church and their shitty things that they were doing. And when the New York Times actually did fucking investigative reporting, and they were the first ones to break the story about the Catholic Church releasing these priests back into the system, and then changing their name and identity and shuffling them off to like different like churches and shit. They were doing this shit for years.
They sent the Avengers after them.
Oh my God. Yes, PB, and then Mark Ruffalo, Hulk smashed him, and that was the end of the movie.
Excellent. I'm down.
But it was good. Oh, it was called Spotlight. If you guys ever have a chance, that was the first movie that
I ain't watching that shit.
It was actually really good because it was real shit that happened, and it was crazy to see like how fucking messed up the church was, and that of all news outlets, the New York fucking Times was the first one to break the story and actually bring this to light. That's why it's called Spotlight. And they like got threats from the church, like they were going to shut them down and all this shit. They put injunctions on their articles and all sorts of shit. Like,
I mean, getting threatened by Christians is kind of funny.
I know, it's ironic when you really think about it. It's like, well, see, you guys are really reading the good book here. No, Senate. I do not Hulk out on wieners.
Well,
what's
the time of day?
But yeah, I mean, this movie was really good. Now, movies like Bombshell and all these political movies come out. The problem they have is I can get behind them telling a story about the supposed allegations that were leveled. But here's the problem with this movie. You know it's not going to have two different points of view. And that pisses me off. It's like if you're going to throw Fox under the bus.
It's going to be a POV? I don't want to see a POV of this.
Yeah, it's going to be from the point of view of Margot Robbie, who supposedly gets harassed.
Right, like I want to be seeing Margot Robbie. I don't want to see from Margot Robbie's point of view. She's got to be in frame, not behind the camera.
No, she's actually acting in it, but I don't even know why they have this type of movie coming out with all of these stars in the December frame, because who they're running against, I would fucking see, honestly, Star Wars over this.
Oh,
this would be the one movie where I'm like, Bombshell or Star Wars? That's not really. I mean, it's
Bombshell is a fitting title for it because it's going to bomb.
Yes, it is most certainly going to bomb very hard. Pun intended. You know, speaking of things that are going to bomb, Perp, you know what else is going to bomb? There was supposed to be a lead-in.
Ready for that transition.
You let me down. The
Grease. The answer?
The Grease
spinoff.
Oh
my fucking God. She's dead, man. She's fucking dead.
What would the Grease spinoff be like?
It's
butter?
just her being in a it's them recovering the body.
Why? Why, HBO, of all the things you could lead into, you had an exec go, you know what would be good, man? It's the time. What, Bill? What's the time? It's the time we release our hard-hitting product. we're going to bring Grease back. What is?
Go Grease Lightning, go Grease
Oh, it's
Lightning.
gonna be on HBO Max. Okay.
And it's going to be a musical series. Very few people can pull off a Glee. That's like a once in a lifetime. You get that kind of niche audience that watches that. I personally didn't like that show, but a lot of people did. This is a weird lead-in, like Grease to launch your streaming service. Like, just think about what HBO started with. When HBO started original programming, let's listen to the magic that they had. They had The Sopranos, 6 Feet Under, Sex and the City. They had Boardwalk Empire. They had John Adams. They had like good content. Deadwood. I mean,
Sex and the City is trash, yo.
You got Deadwood.
I ain't getting.
That's just because you don't like New York. Let's
there
keep
was
it
no
100%.
sex in that city. I was disappointed as a young lad.
Well, I liked Sex and the City. It was very informative.
That shit was dry. Like them bitches.
But I mean, now HBO goes from strong shows like that, and I mean, you could have liked any of those. I mean, any of those Rome. I mean, you had a ton of good shows, high production, high quality, and now, nah, man, they got garbage.
All right. So just because they're making a Grease spinoff now, that HBO is officially falling off. Come on, Tom.
Correct.
No, HBO has been falling off.
Nah, man, just stick to your guns and say, yeah, perp, that's why. They're making a show about a chick that fucking died, nobody cares about, they're totally falling apart. Stick to your guns, Zod.
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. When you have to lead in to an old movie, it wasn't even a show, it was a movie. And I'll tell you, perp, they tried this. It's called Grease 2. You ever see Grease 2?
I ain't watched the first Grease. Fuck.
Exactly. My point.
Dude, I'm reading what's going on in the chat. Your pants better still be on.
So Grease,
oh man, nobody care about no Grease. That don't change the quality in HBO. They just it's content. It's the time. This is the time we're living in.
Yeah, and I think you're confused. I'm not watching Grease. It's I'm saying in the chat, how many people, if you've grown up with or you've seen Grease, because don't fucking lie, everyone has seen.
I'm pretty sure Sean's gonna watch Grease. I know he's watching like a greasy dude.
Everybody tell me who here has watched Grease and loved that. All right.
John Den Post. What's up?
John Den Post, what's up?
John's Then Post. That is a interesting name. I like it.
So who here has
Senate says,
Grease?
what the fuck is Grease?
You're too young.
Go look it up, Senate.
It's a certain type of lubrication you put on your John Travolta.
Oh no, I can't possibly be doing that, Bitchy. I'm literally at the computer. If I was walking away, I'd sound far away.
Okay.
No, Grease is the word. Or the bird.
Grease is the word, is the word, is the word.
That's the real song? Like, is that a real song you're singing?
Oh yeah, it's a real song.
Oh, I know Proper is trying to watch this. I know Proper is watching Grease.
I know, that's why I brought it up. Proper's like, what? They're doing a Grease film? Fuck yeah.
It's a film?
No, it's gonna be a television show. But what I was wondering is how, first of all, how are you going to turn it into a film? And secondly, where are you going to place it? Because there's been Grease 1 and Grease 2, right? And Grease 2 is the supposed really horrendous sequel. So are they going to put it in between 1 and 2? Are they going to do it like before
Dude,
1?
Sandy is dead. She's been dead the whole time.
Yeah, and that's the other issue. Like, who are they going to cast to get as Sandy?
No, I mean, in the story of Grease, the entire movie is not real. You know how we talked about other movies and whether or not other movies are real or not?
Oh, yeah, I
Grease
caught
is
that.
an entire fantasy fucking story. She's dead, man. Like, it's her going to the light. You know the end of Grease when they drive off into the fucking sky in a car with wheels?
Boom.
It's because she's dead, man. It's the end of her fucking fantasy.
So she got Paul Walker.
No, it's worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Actually,
like dead at the beginning. The whole thing is a fucking fantasy in her brain. The entire thing.
I've never heard. Let's elaborate on this. I've never heard this theory.
What?
No, I've never heard this theory. I just thought, it's wacky shenanigans. So where would be the point where she is imagining this? Like,
Dude, she dies on summer vacation when she meets the guy.
oh,
In the song when they're singing. She dies in that song.
Holy shit,
Like,
PB, you
she
blowing my
drowned to
mind.
death.
Oh my
And the
god.
whole fucking movie is like in her mind, her what do I want to say? Her fantasy before she moves on to the afterlife.
Fuck.
You thought Grease was real?
Oh my god. Son of a bitch, I gotta go back through and watch that movie again. Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, that is. Oh my god, PB, you have just. My whole world has shifted tonight.
I mean,
Everything I
there
thought
are
was-
plenty of things in the movie
No,
that
now that you're saying it, that makes sense because the
are
fucking
clues
car
to,
flying.
wait, how come this doesn't make sense? How come this doesn't make sense? And it's not because, oh, well, it's a movie made a long time ago, so it's just the limitations of the technology. They have a hot rod car fly into the sky at the end. That's how the movie ends. Like, there are no limitations to the technology.
Wow. Oh my
So
god.
you got some ridiculous turtle in here telling me that Grease is real. No, it's not, man.
Shelbeck, I mean, I'm with you there, buddy. I wanted to scream Grease is real, but looking at the evidence, I mean, yeah, the car flying in the air does kind of, like, even as a kid, I was like, that seems a little bit fucking weird. Like, why are they? But I just thought, they were going to happily ever after. Fuck, this is more traumatic than I found out the ramifications from Old Yella.
Or somebody was on mad drugs and said, hey, it'd be a cool ending. Let's have this car just fly.
Yeah, there was no flubber back then.
Oh my god, that is crazy. I've got to fucking watch this movie again.
Yeah, I suppose you do.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
Watch it through that lens.
Oh. Wow. Oh wow.
That shit hurt your brains out.
That just like
Senate's up in here trying to be a butthole. Come on, Senate. They're not talking about how Grease is fake.
Shellback's still in denial. He's with me. You just shattered two worlds, Phoebe. Like Shellback doesn't.
What do you mean? Of course they're going to have an over-the-top ending. There's nothing in the movie that's anywhere close to that.
What movie?
Grease.
Your favorite movie?
Dude. I've never seen Grease. I don't like musicals. I don't even like John Travolta. I don't like Scientology. Therefore, I won't see Grease.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop you right there, Proper. You cannot say that a whole man's body of work is invalidated because he's fucking on that wacky Scientologist shit. Tom Cruise is crazy as shit. Doesn't mean he doesn't make good movies.
Will Smith's also,
and he's actually very nice to everybody on set. Is that actually remembers everyone's names. That's how he's great at Scientology and recruiting. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know much about Greece. I'm not invested in Greece. I'm past the age. I think we're all past the age, except for Zod, except for Lee here, who uses grease all the time in their hair, like it's the 1950s. But everyone else is like, no, we've gone past that. You know, most people who are born in the last 30 years don't even know what Grease is. The musical.
Grease is the word.
The musical. People don't know what it is, so people don't give a shit.
Man.
I'm just saying. Even people 35 years old. I don't know, when did that movie come out? 78?
Yeah, around there.
When did it come out?
Hold on.
I bet your internet can tell us real easily, Zod, if you just go on to the Google
I'm
and
looking it
type
up.
the release date of Grease and then hit search or go or enter or whatever button.
78.
There you go.
78? Okay, so I was correct. So, yeah, people who were 40 probably don't really know what Grease is, didn't grow up with it, don't really give a shit about it. So no one cares.
Thank you, Slasher. I just want to point out what Slasher said. Grease is the word.
I got to point out what Shellback said. He said, PB's theory is as crappy as his football team, which means my theory is excellent. We got the greatest football team of all time. Currently, we're number one in the NFC North. We only got one loss on the season. We got the most NFL championships of all time. So thanks for the backup, Shellback. I appreciate it.
Don't you have the first? Wait, who was the first Super Bowl win?
The Packers.
Oh, there we go.
Who was the second Super Bowl win? Also the Packers.
Geekicidal Tendencies put up a point contrary to what you're saying, Proper. He says Grease just had that TV special 2 or 3 years ago, which was a huge success. Millions of people watched it. And that's true.
Wait. Put it up more because you glitched out. I was just listening. Put it up again.
So, damn it.
Okay.
So he says,
just had the
blue
TV
pill.
special 2 or 3 years ago. What TV special?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about.
That was a huge success. Millions of people watched it.
Yeah, it had one of the highest ratings for, I remember. It was on Fox, if I remember correctly. And it had one of the highest ratings, like even over their regular syndicated shows. Like, mad people turned out to watch that.
Like are you talking about like a new special featuring John Travolta reunited with the cast? Was it a sequel or something?
No, it was just the play, basically.
It was a play.
Yeah.
It was a play.
I wonder if they were to remake.
What have they been airing in the last 30 years? This network.
Now, see,
they must have had really shitty things going on television, where a play of Grease was their highest rated, millions of. Oh, I mean, I understand millions of people watching it, people love it. That's okay. My question is just how horrible, how abysmal was the ratings to where that was the
not really, because at that time they had shows like Lucifer and other stuff that was getting pretty decent. I don't know. I don't watch Fox.
Well, I don't want to shit on Grease too much. I'm just saying.
Here's what brought up the conversation, Proper, and actually you're making good points. HBO is flagshipping Grease, the TV series, as their first thing they're launching on their streaming network. And I bring it up because I want to see how much of the chat has interest. I think it's a terrible idea because HBO should be doing something gritty like Sopranos or something like that. Something that's going to be
really the last gritty thing that they had, if you're including The Sopranos and Game of Thrones, they have shitty endings. So I don't give a fuck.
The Leftovers was the greatest HBO show and series of all time. Period.
The rest was trash.
Not at all.
Oh, we got a war. That's like fighting words with her.
No, I was just joking.
But yeah, I wonder if they were to remake Grease, would they call it Lube?
I hope so. That's the only saving Grease that they have. No, that was so bad.
Speaking of lube,
that was so bad.
Wow. No, not speaking of no lube. Stop it.
Saving Grace, I mean.
See, Grim Monolith knows the theory too about Sandy being dead.
So it's a real thing? It's a real theory?
That's cool. I'm cool with that.
I
She's
actually,
dead, man.
I'm going to
on right now, the Halle Berry one. I should check that.
Yep.
So, okay.
Sense. So cool. Yeah. Actually, you know what? That looks more like Ruby Rose than it does Catwoman.
No, relax. Don't disrespect.
Have you seen the Batwoman series? That's the costume right there.
Hey, everybody, quiet.
Okay.
I had a lead in here. Okay, I'm taking this a little bit personal myself because I'm pissed off right now. I've gone to the internet and I've seen a lot of people making some videos, and I just want to say, no matter what side you're on of the argument of SJWs and people being flipped and characters being swapped and things like that, do not fucking talk out of your ass about something unless you are going to quote facts. I've watched some videos with people going, oh my God, as the Catwoman's going completely woke because they casted Zoe Kravitz. And I just want to call bullshit on this theory because we had a Catwoman in the 90s before we saw all of this garbage with them race and gender swapping things like, musical chairs. And in the 90s, they casted Halle Berry as Catwoman. Now,
that didn't come out in the 90s. It's 2004.
That was,
sir. Oh, shit. Well, it felt like
not the 90s.
You're probably thinking about the 60s in the Adam West Batman.
Yeah, I was thinking of that one too. But, I mean, Catwoman was swapped, and the only bad part about that film was pretty much the film. Halle Berry as Catwoman was fine. She did a great job. And looking at this between Zoe Kravitz and the picture, I'm saying she nails, like if you're just going in comparison with this picture, she nails that look very well. And first, people were throwing shade at Robert Pattinson being casted as Batman. Now they're jumping on Zoe Kravitz being casted as Catwoman. And it's like, people, wait until the fucking movie comes out, all right? We had success in the Joker. Can we have a little bit of fucking faith that maybe this is going to be a good film and stop shitting on everything before you even see a fucking trailer for it?
Like a lot of people are going to be eating their words when Batman come out because that casting is stacking up to be something crazy. Because look, say what you want about Robert Pattinson. I'll say this again. He's got a movie with William Dafoe next week.
Yep.
Next year, he's starring in Christopher Nolan's movie.
Yep.
That's Batman.
Bro, I send you a link in the Bridge Crew. I didn't send you a link. I sent you an image that I want you to compare to the image of the lady next to Zoe Kravitz.
All right, hold on.
Ooh.
I can't.
Images.
I don't have anything in my thing.
No, in Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Okay.
Jesus.
Hold on a second.
I said
I don't want people looking.
Yes, you did proper.
All of this, but
PB, would you say that image of quote unquote Catwoman looks more like the image that Zod is about to bring up right now? Let's see in just a few moments. Does this look like Batwoman or is it Catwoman?
Okay,
damn.
so here's Catwoman, and then here is Batwoman.
Now, look at what I'm about to say in the bridge crew. Tell me that doesn't.
Batwomen. Batwomans and Catwomans.
So I mean,
Women's
yeah,
all over the place.
that's pretty. Yeah, that's a pretty spot on right there.
So you're
Okay,
saying we
cool.
were supposed to have a black Batwoman?
No. I was saying that cartoon image looks more like Batwoman.
Oh, because
Like
Oh.
Batwoman, like zoom in if you can of the
Oh,
image.
he can.
Yeah, that image versus the. Stop clicking on the ads.
Jesus.
I wasn't just when I
Okay.
zoom in, it goes off to the side.
No, I know. Like it was the ad-free player. Just like that. That was an ad. Like I was just giving you shit.
Oh my god, they just keep coming. Anyways,
You keep clicking on it. Stop messing with it, dude. Stop
Okay,
touching
so-
the ads. Stop. Kidding.
I'm gonna read this article really quick, and then we'll talk about this because I want to get everyone's views, opinions. Chat, go ahead, tell me what you think, and I'll read this really quick. Zoe Kravitz has been cast as Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman, in Matt Reeves' The Batman. An individual with knowledge of the project told The Wrap. Robert Pattinson will play the Dark Knight in the upcoming Warner Bros. Film. Reeves and Mattson Tomlin wrote the screenplay, and the film is being produced by Reeves and Dylan Clark. Michael E. Uslin is executive producer. It is set to start filming in January in the UK. Reeves took over as director after Ben Affleck stepped away from both that position and as the film star, saying that he would be hanging up the cape for good. Reeves has since described the film as a defining and very personal story about the Dark Knight rather than an origin story in the vein of Frank Miller's beloved Year One series. Jonah Hill was most recently reported to have been in talks to play the Riddler, while Jeffrey Wright was in negotiations to star as Commissioner Gordon. Kravitz's most recent credits include Mad Max Fury Road, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Rough Night, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes Grindelwald, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Big Little Lies. She also voiced the role of Catwoman in the Lego Batman movie. She will next star in Vienna and the Phantoms, a TV series, High Fidelity. Kravitz is represented by Paradigm United, or Untitled Entertainment, and Edelston and Laird and Sorbo. The Batman will be released June 25th, 2021. So
Can't wait.
The Batman.
So I think that this is a great choice. I like the casting choice for this, and I like the idea of going back to a year one because I'm sure no one here knows the source material or seen the fucking anime.
Source material.
Or at bare minimum have seen the animated movie called Batman Year One, which is basically Batman
In year one.
Yeah, it's like his first year of crime fighting. It's like a longer version of what they did in Batman Begins, but you basically get to see him like going through his journey, still experimenting with gadgets and whatnot, and he fucks up a lot. So
Slasher says that Catwoman should be played by an actual cat.
that's what Slasher's going for representation. He goes, fuck that. I want an actual cat. Mark F says Jonah Hill as the Riddler is on par with Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
I disagree with that because Jonah Hill, he's really proven himself. Like he's gotten away from the comedy stuff, and he could definitely do a serious role or do a Riddler. Like I could see him as the Riddler.
Yeah, a serious role where he holds his penis in his hand in front of a group of people. Seriously.
Hey, that's a serious thing. So
It happened, man.
it
We
did.
all saw it.
We all saw that. Yes. So I'm
But
gonna
it's
go
not
down.
confirmed that he's playing the Riddler. They said he could either play the Riddler or the Penguin.
Oh, well,
I
then he's
buy
playing
the
the Penguin, man.
I
I would
definitely
rather
buy
see
the
him play the
Penguin.
Penguin.
Like, I don't
Gotta
know
be,
how
but
I
look
feel
at the
about
shape of his face. He's playing the Penguin.
I think they're keeping it under wraps till we get closer, but I just want to go down the panel and get your ideas. PB, what do you think about this film, and what do you think about the choices that they've let out so far?
I don't know. I guess I'm down for seeing a Batman Year One, and I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I've seen this chick in, so I can't tell you whether or not she's a good actor or a bad actor. But she looks like a hot actor, and that's what you need for Catwoman.
That's true. Sex appeal is a huge.
It's crucial for Catwoman. Like, you
Oh, yeah.
cannot have an ugly Catwoman. You cannot cast Rebel Wilson to be Catwoman.
Oh my God, that would be when I would revolt. I'd be like, no.
Like, you can cast Rebel Wilson to be the Penguin.
Everybody, hashtag Rebel Wilson for Penguin. Let's make that a thing. Oh my God. So before I go on to Perp, Generation Production says, at General Zod's Phantom Zone, it is a way to turn Catwoman into Black Cat. LOL. Jokes.
Butterfingers doesn't like Jonah Hill. He believes that he's overrated.
A lot of actors are overrated.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, but how many are underrated?
a lot.
Yeah.
You can't say a lot to both of those. What?
No, I never said
it
one
depends.
to overrated. I said a lot of
You can't-
actors are underrated.
Hold on a second. You can't say someone is just both underrated and overrated at the same time. That contradicts it.
No.
Are you talking
said
about
a lot of actors are overrated or underrated? I said,
Oh, okay. It's like
actors are
either of the extremes, but well,
Right. One of you believes one and one of you believes the other, and one of you has to be wrong.
no, that's not what they're saying. PB, if you were paying attention, no.
Oh, I was.
No. Like it's very clear is that some actors are overrated, like Alec Baldwin.
Yep.
Or any other,
I'm talking about the part of the phrase where they
or
both
we're talking
said
about
a lot
underrated, which used to be Rami Malek, but now he's recognized, and now he's just kind of there.
Now he's rated.
Yeah. Oh, that contradicts your assessment of well, actually, not your assessment. That was PB's, not PB.
I didn't have an assessment. That's what I'm saying.
Underrated or overrated? No, that would contradict someone's argument, I guess.
Perfect.
I like the direction where Jonah Hill's going. Like I want to see him
over
direct
or underrated.
I want to see him direct more because like mid-90s was fire.
Wait, what does him directing have to do with Proper's question?
What do you ask?
Is he overrated or underrated as an actor?
I would say he's underrated because
Really?
Interesting.
Because if you put him in a comedy role, he's overrated. If you put him in a serious role, he's underrated.
Yeah, if he's
Right, that's why we're having
role, a situation like Wolf of Wall Street, it's just like, okay, he's just Jonah Hill.
Right.
Like there are some people who are just so famous that they're just like, okay.
But then you
they're
look at
just
that movie,
there.
what was it,
Vince Vaughn, for example, Vince Vaughn is one of those guys who just plays Vince Vaughn. Owen Wilson plays Owen Wilson. Ben Stiller plays Ben Stiller. Jonah Hill plays Jonah Hill with an accent sometimes. So that's why that Moneyball Oscar nomination was bullshit. He played Jonah Hill with an accent.
I wanted to point out what Jamie Vick in the chat said, which is, to my point, Halle Berry is darker than this new chick.
Not that dark.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter the darkness.
But see, and that's the thing. People were going crazy as they do. In the words of LB, these YouTubers saying stuff like, "Oh my God, here we go." There, and it's like, no. And as a DC fan, I get fucking tired of people shitting on DC movies. We have the Joker now. Shut your fucking mouth. 2019 has just been claimed by Joker. I'm gonna do a John Campea here, and I'm gonna say it's the best movie of 2019. Fucking fight me. I don't give a fuck.
I agree.
I've seen that movie like 5 times already. Bitchy has seen it, what, 6?
Did
She's
you
not
see
mad.
it in 70 millimeters?
No, because I
Then
can't find a
shut the
70
fuck up.
millimeters.
No, I'm
Fuck you,
kidding.
proper.
No, I'm kidding. Odin earlier was just saying, like, I worked in a movie theater. Yeah, I'm really jealous. He was like saying, just like, I'm good. I am glad that your first 70 millimeter film was a good movie, and I'm happy it was too. His last one was a good movie too, The Dark Knight. In IMAX, it was in 70 millimeters, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. For a long time, IMAX was 70 millimeters.
Yeah.
Before 2008.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
they
you
switched it
saw-
over.
Yeah, I think The Dark Knight was maybe on the verge of switching over. So he may or may not have seen that in 70 millimeters, which is impressive or not, depending on. Either way, he saw it on its release. Lucky bastard! I had to see Hancock twice because of that shit.
But swinging back to my point, this is the thing that pisses me off, is that even when DC gets a win, people still take the opportunity to shit on DC. And it's funny because if this had been Marvel announcing it, everyone would have acted like this is the second coming of Jesus Christ and been kissing the very ground. Oh, tell me I'm wrong. Name one fucking Marvel movie. Name me one fucking Marvel movie that caught immediate hate as soon as it came out. Go ahead. Out of their 21, Thor the fucking Dark World.
I will tell you.
Hate.
Why did you say like that? What the fuck?
Immediate hate from who? Because
from people.
If the point that you're from
why did you
people,
like that?
you're already hating on the Eternals because they turned a Asian Oriental into a slightly different Asian Oriental. So there you go. Marvel movies instantly getting hate before they even get fucking made. Thank you.
Listen, just because you can smash a brick with your fist doesn't mean you can comment on Asian Orientals.
That is right. Captain Marvel did get a lot of hate, but that also.
What are you talking about? Where did this hostility come from? It just came out of nowhere. Like, whoa, name one Marvel. Like, what the fuck, dude?
No, it just annoys me. It annoys me that I see all this stuff about DC movies all the fucking time.
How did this
time they throw shit at him.
What hate is Joker getting?
That yes. I will tell you, my friend. Before Joker came out, remember what people were saying? The makeup looks like trash. Oh, Joaquin.
People were saying that.
Joker.
A lot of people saying that trailer was trash.
Thank you. Thank you.
And how many people have said similar things to that about Avengers movies because they go, oh, the Russo brothers made it. Everything in this trailer could be entirely false or it could be entirely true. We don't know. It's fucking trash.
That's not an attack. No.
That's totally an attack. How is that not an attack when they say, well, I don't have to believe anything you fuckers say because I said it was Endgame right away, and you come out and tell me, no, it's not Endgame. 6 months go by, it gets revealed to be Endgame. No, they get fucking hate instantly. They both do. They both get praised instantly. It just depends on who you're talking to.
What
they didn't really start getting hate.
I'm not talking about people on the panel here. I'm talking about
all right, I'm saying the fuck out of this.
In general, the mass audience, if you will, or the people who go and see these movies, DC in particular, catches hate more than Marvel does.
They do
All the
more
time.
dumb things. Period. You're gonna catch more hate when you do more stupid things.
They've been doing all right since Wonder Woman
Thank
came
you.
out.
Thank you, Perp. There's no reason anymore for them to be catching so much fucking flack. I mean, okay, Birds of Prey, I'll give people that. That shit looks terrible. But, I mean, look at the role. Even if you don't like Aquaman, still did $1 billion. Look at Wonder Woman. Every one that they've hit this year or last year or coming into this year, even if you don't fucking like Suicide Squad, that still did good.
I have a theory that you watched John Campea and you are repeating his exact talking points that he presented today.
No,
repeating
I am not. I didn't even know John Campea made these fucking.
John Campea is a flip flopper, yo.
Exactly.
He's
John
a
Campea. There's a difference. John
You are
Campea
repeating
will turn around
exactly
next.
what he said. You are repeating exactly what he said today.
What he
I
said.
don't watch.
You are essentially doing that. Did you watch
I
it?
haven't even had a chance to watch
John
fucking
Campea.
YouTube.
Listen, John Campea is the same person that said that. Oh, Wonder Woman is going to fail. Wonder Woman is, and now he's flip flopping on that shit.
Well, you know what?
Okay, John Campea is a horrible example.
Hold on,
I have consistently said that I like DC.
Fucking phone. There's a difference between flip flopping and saying, "Hey, guess what, guys? I was wrong." And today he even said, like, "Hey, I didn't think it would make Aquaman would make 800 million. Guess what? Crossed $1 billion. I was wrong." There's a difference between saying, I think this way before a movie comes out, and I think this way, because a movie did come out, I did see it, and I thought this way. There's a difference between before and after. And you could be wrong about something. And he admits that he's wrong about something. God forbid. There is my counter argument. And also, Zod, you totally watched his... He totally watched his stream today because he was definitely saying. No,
I don't watch.
He was
saying, don't be spreading rumors like that.
He was saying today.
I barely watch other people's streams.
Was
you think I turned into a fucking 2-hour John Campea
home runs in a row, aside from Justice League, Wonder Woman.
It sounds like you watch it.
Oh yeah, I did, and I have the balls to admit it. So
I don't have the time.
Shazam,
When I got up 8 in the morning to work at the dojo until 11 o'clock at the theater.
Amazing.
Did I have time to watch fucking John
Shazam, Joker, all great movies.
Shoulder roll.
Wonder Woman,
shoulder roll.
also great. Shazam didn't make that great. Wasn't that great at the box office, but it was a good movie. It was a good movie.
I do like what Stone Cold Jeremy said to detract from our riveting conversation.
You wanted to detract because you know that you saw that video, you liar.
Super chat.
I love. By the way, I love just poking fun at Zod.
Yeah, it's all good fun. Everyone's gonna watch this and go, "Those guys hate each other. How do they stream?"
You know why? You know why we stream together? Because it's called a fucking debate.
Exactly.
And shitting on each other. Well, not literally. Wait,
that's
hold
only
on.
in this week in bullshit.
Hold on. Wait. What the fuck? God damn it, son. Why did you do this on the
He's a villain.
No.
All right.
I'm kidding. We're done.
All right.
We could shit talk each other and still be friends.
Super chat from Stone Cold Jeremy, because Zod, up until recent history, DC has a track record of being absolute crap. I would contest that. You want to go back? We can go to the original Batman that started. Yes, I know there's Batman and Robin. We're all trying to forget that shit that almost killed the franchise.
We'll never forget the Governator.
Marvel's got worse movies than DC right now.
They also have more good movies than DC right now.
Not really.
They have more movies. Yes,
they got
really.
almost the same amount. Like out of all the MCU movies, there's probably like 7 like solid ones.
Dude, there are twice as many MCU movies to DCEU movies.
No, if we're going
Literally.
back, DC has been making movies for quite a
No,
while.
he just said MCU, so now erase everything, and you're only comparing the connected universe, because that's what Perp decided. You can't say, oh, well, the MCU. Well, now, if you're going to say MCU, then we're only going to compare it to the DCEU, because you can't compare it to all of DC and say, well, when you take the MCU and compare it to the DCEU and the Batman trilogy and then the old Batman movies, well, then it doesn't hold up. Well, that's not what we're comparing, because
Well,
then you'd have to add in the Spider-Man trilogy. That might be one of the greatest trilogies ever, because it's got Spider-Man 2 in it, which might be the best superhero movie ever.
Superman movie.
See, what did you say? I didn't hear that. The what? Are we talking classic Superman?
It was a miss.
Okay, I was just making sure. Even PB acknowledged.
You know the best Superman movies are the ones that you aren't in, obviously.
That is foolish, because Zod was in the greatest Superman movies ever, Superman and Superman 2. Yes, those were glorious. And even though I did not win, I still come back. I always come back, even with a broken neck.
I wish this was Google Hangouts right now and we can mute you.
Right? Can't do that anymore.
Not so much anymore.
Mark F, that is fair. Marvel does have the Blade series. I will give you that, but I would also counter that.
Could I ask just a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What if, in theory, Marvel had the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies in the MCU canon? So that means like all the Civil War shit, all the Tom Holland shit was gone. You had Tobey Maguire.
You have an old ass Spider-Man.
MCU. However, you also, what if you had a universe where the DCEU started off with The Dark Knight, or should I say Batman Begins? Which one, with both, which one succeeds? Well, actually,
like,
it would be more
has
fair.
a better universe?
Hold on. It would be more fair to like cut out Sam Raimi, because like Tom Holland comes in later, and that would make absolutely no sense. No sense at all. So if the Dark Knight was part of the DCEU and Christian Bale was in every part that Ben Affleck was, every single part, it was still Christian Bale. Would it be elevated? Would it be better? Would it be worse?
I mean, people would like it more. I personally don't like Christian Bale's Batman, but it is what it is.
I'm talking about universe building.
Yeah, I guess it would have been better, because they would have had a head start.
Yeah,
for universe building, it would have been better. But for story building, it would have been tricky because of how old Batman was at the end of his trilogy.
And they already kind of established that this is a grounded universe. It's not like.
But it's still a superhero, man.
Yeah.
Like, look at the tech that he's using. It's not entirely realistic for how realistic it is. Like, to bug the whole city because you got everybody's cell phone working as sonar, I don't think that's entirely realistic. But it's a superhero movie, so I get on board with it. Like, okay, well, that's the technology you tell me, and that's how it works. So, that's how it works.
And the worst DCEU movies, well, to the masses, it's really BVS and Suicide Squad. That's two bad movies out of how many movies they got now? 6.
Except that they fail epically where Marvel succeeds epically. You're not supposed to fail when you put Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman on screen together, especially in back-to-back films.
I mean,
And they did.
Like,
guess that's
but can you
I'm
call it
guessing.
a fail based on the box office?
I would
I
say
don't
that.
Yeah.
call
I would say
that
that.
a fail
Yeah, I
at all.
can call it a fail.
I would say
it
When you're going
almost
to
hit
take the two
$1
most
billion.
popular heroes of all time and you can't make more money than Iron Man? Really? You're not going to call that a fail? We're talking in relative terms now.
The original
Like, you
Iron
gotta
Man
be
didn't
able
make
to
$1
make-
billion.
You got to
Wait.
make more money than the first Avengers movie. You got Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman all on the screen together. Why does it not make more than the Avengers?
I think that's still subjective because you got people, even to this day, that don't like Infinity War or Endgame, and they don't like what they
Yeah,
did.
a very small amount of people.
I have
Not very small.
I have kind of a theory as to why the DC universe, really has, and it's not definitive. I saw this in a video earlier. I don't remember who it was, but they made a very great point that just because they do a bunch of solo movies doesn't necessarily mean it's a secret formula. That means, they are just making quality films. I actually think that I think that was John Campea. Oh, who knew? But anyways, yeah, I do think that having them try to copy Marvel was a big mistake and try
I
to
can agree with
do
that.
too much universe building. Awful. And another secret formula. One secret formula is not having Batman or Superman in their films after Man of Steel. Man of Steel did well, and it was a good film. It was a very good film. And I saw it. I saw Superman Returns in the theater. I did not see Man of Steel because I was not interested in that, but I was very interested in the universe building. But I just knew that they were trying to copy Marvel all the way back way back when. When did that come out, by the way, Man of Steel?
I'll be right back.
I don't know the exact year.
Well, whenever that came out,
out,
like you would even tell, like from then, that they were just trying to copy Marvel in terms of universe building, and that was a big mistake. So they did not. It's good that they didn't go that route.
No, it's not
Afterwards.
a big mistake to try and copy Marvel.
They did. They
What
did
the
try
big
to do
mistake?
that.
No, the big mistake they made was rushing their story so that they could get to their Justice League movie as fast as they did. That's the only problem they had, because it's not a problem to say, oh, that's how one person is running their business, and I would love to be able to be as profitable as them, so I'm going to do it the opposite. No, that's not what you do. You do it very similar to them. Very similar. Not exact, because you don't have the same characters. You still have to build it around your characters. Their problem was rushing to Justice League. That was the problem.
I will give.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I will give PB one thing, is that I agree with PB's points when it comes to the connected universes. They should have did, whether you like it or hate it, most people do, they should have did what CW did with the Arrowverse and build it slowly until you had this giant thing of connected stuff that hooked people. You just need that one movie, which was clearly Man of Steel, whether you like or hate it, because I seen what Mark F put, and that's fair. That's a very divided movie. But the majority of people thought it was a good start. So what would have been the smart play was you do a Superman movie, you do the Batman movie that they're doing now, back then with Ben Affleck, and then you have the crossover, Batman versus Superman. You do what Marvel did if you're copying that format, and you make little end credit scenes where they start to tie in together, and you kind of fashion that story. You do Batman versus Superman. You then release Wonder Woman. Then you put Wonder Woman in the Justice League movie. Or, I mean, you could even do Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and then do your Justice League movie. Introduce Flash, kind of like what they did with Spider-Man in Civil War.
Yeah,
you can just
instead
shoot
they were
him in.
they were like Justice League and then Wonder Woman, then Aquaman.
Yeah, they did it in reverse, which was what I think hurt, because then people see the movie, and then just like we get a ton of people criticizing. Well, it's because yes, part of it is the track record, but still,
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, though. What was great about Marvel and what they should have remembered from Marvel is that there was 2 Iron Man movies, Captain America, Thor, and the Hulk movie that no one remembers, but it also doesn't matter.
But they also got a pass for throwing a lot of trash out too.
What
True.
pass do they get for the trash? Because it's not like
Iron Man 2, garbage. Iron Man 3, garbage.
What pass? Who gave it a pass? Who's giving it a pass?
Oh no.
That's Marvel fans.
The point is that they had all the solo films before the Avengers came out, and they did not learn from that. They were like, "Oh yeah, let's have one Batman movie, one shitty Suicide Squad movie, and not a Batman movie, Superman movie, Man of Steel." Like, okay, that's fine. Batman versus Superman without having a Batman solo film in this universe. Yep. It's just like, holy shit. And this is the first Batman film ever since The Dark Knight. You should have had Christian Bale in that role. People were expecting that Batman because it was too soon. # too soon. Too fucking soon. They were mesmerized by Christian Bale. They loved it because Heath Ledger died and Chris Nolan was great. And Christian Bale was great in that role. People were very like, oh, yes, we remember Christian Bale in that role. And it was so definitive for him. Like, that's what Batman is for us for the last, I don't know, 10 years, maybe, barely. Not really. Well, like 8 years. But the thing is, like, it was established that, Christian Bale is Batman in that style. And so to not have him come back as Batman in that universe was just like, then we have Ben Affleck. Oh God.
You had to have somebody that was able to match the physique of Henry Cavill. If you had Christian Bale going against, like, come on, man, that scrawny Batman.
You're talking about they put him in a giant metal suit, almost like they were copying somebody.
If you take him out of the suit, he's damn near like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ben Affleck did get beast for that role. Like, let's be real. Like, Ben, like, fucking bulked up like crazy. Did you see his workout?
You make it sound like Christian Bale couldn't bulk up.
Not like that.
He didn't bulk up like that, though.
Look
at Christian Bale's physique, which they show plenty of times in The Dark Knight, versus Ben Affleck's, and you tell me which one looks like they can whoop someone's ass. I'm sorry, and I like Christian Bale's Batman, but I'm just saying that is not even a fucking comparison body type wise. Christian Bale's frame was in mind.
I'm sorry, but people had in mind what Batman was at that time, whether you like it or not.
Hence the phrase "Batman Begins," "Dark Knight Rises," and The Dark Knight. That was a trilogy. It was clearly stated from the beginning, from fucking Christopher Nolan. It was a self-contained trilogy.
And then Dark Knight Rises. If you knew your chronology, you should do your homework.
I do know the chronology. I fucked that up, but yes. But it doesn't matter. The point is, they were only ever made for 3 movies. Yeah. And that was it. Even if Heath Ledger was still alive, it was only going to be a trilogy. Christopher Nolan said himself, it was a self-contained trilogy that had nothing to do with an extended universe.
But despite that, people had in mind what Batman was.
You make it sound like everybody listens to every Christopher Nolan interview and follow his Twitter and know exactly what he's saying all the time. Yeah, they don't. They go, hey, I just saw the last Batman movie. Now there's another Batman movie. That's not Batman. People are dumb.
And
Like, think of how
John,
smart
John
I
said
do
in post, I'm not ignoring the chat. No one's asking me a question. Okay, continue.
No,
I was just,
Dark Knight Rises was not trash. I even say that Bane was better than Heath Ledger's Joker. That's my opinion.
I actually hated. I'll be honest. I
But that under my thing.
I hated The Dark Knight Rises, but that's a different story for another day.
Just so you know, that last quote was not from me. A unicorn took my keyboard. Wow, that sounded sexual. Never mind.
I don't listen to anyone except myself.
So
I think that sounds accurate.
Sounds about right.
Tommy, I chill for DC because if you go to DC
He can't
Universe
help it.
right now, you will get a month free for $7.99, and also you can get a year. I go with the year package myself. If you enter the promo code ZOD, you will get 30% off. So go and sign up to DC Universe for the best quality content and original series, including Titans, Swamp Thing, Doom Patrol, and there's others coming soon.
Yeah, Tom Hardy as Bane was so underrated though. Like just as a villain, like everybody want to talk about Heath Ledger did a good job as the Joker, but like Tom Hardy as Bane, shit is iconic.
Super chat from MegaJetty1. He says, "I'm people. Does that make me dumb?" By the way, saw the Joker today. Loved it. Getting it on Blu-ray.
I mean, you totally could be in that dumb half. What I was going to say is what I think it is. Who is it? Willie Nelson? No, not Willie Nelson. Oh, I don't remember. It's some comedian. He says, think of how smart the average human is, and then realize that half the humans out there are dumber than that.
No, I mean,
what the fuck? Willie Nelson is not a comedian, you fucking asshole. He's a country stoner.
I know.
But
that's
let's
why I
talk
said
about
not Willie Nelson. It was some comedian.
Fuck.
I said not Willie Nelson, some comedian.
I thought you were, coming on to something else like Walk the Line. It was by Willie Nelson, you fucking idiot. No, that's what I thought you were. But clearly you weren't. So,
speaking of shared universes, and we're on the DC subject, let's go to a shared universe that PB actually likes for some strange reason, with the only good thing that I'm going to be watching from it, and that is the Arrowverse.
Oh, not Batwoman?
The Titans from DC Universe, which is why I did the plug, are rumored, this is not confirmed yet, but they are rumored to be in the crossover on Crisis of Infinite Earth.
They're probably a small role.
There's supposed to be a small role, but I think that's cool. So this is the Titans from the show Titans.
I don't know
Boy,
that picture.
Raven.
They don't look like that no more.
Yeah, this is the old picture. But I'm actually excited if that happens because they are truly now connecting everything apparently. So it seems Teen Titans, DC Universe's Titans series, are planned to appear in the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. This information comes from Pagey, who runs a YouTube channel. So, like I said, it's a rumor dedicated to covering content regarding DC television and more specifically the Arrowverse. Pagey is known for being reliable in breaking exclusive news regarding Arrowverse. Most recently, he exclusively reported that John Wesley Shipp will reprise his role for Crisis of Infinite Earths, as well as the second episode of The Flash Season 6. Both of these have both been confirmed to be true. The YouTuber states that the Titans are currently scheduled to have a small cameo in the crossover with the members involved, said to be determined. The scene has reportedly been filmed, so it's quite likely, given the scene is intended to take place in Titan Tower, which would be awesome because they just got their tower, that some have of the cast already shot the scenes during wrapping season 2 of Titans, as the series just wrapped filming its second season a couple of weeks ago. Already, this cameo is going to be quite short. Personally, in my opinion, it would be nice to see these characters involved in the DC multiverse event, even if it's only in a short capacity. Crisis on Infinite Earth is shaping up to be one of the biggest events of all time and will span over the course of 5 hours with one episode for each show, including Batwoman, Arrow, Super Trash, The Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. Although all core
That's
members
hurtful. Super trash.
each show cast will be in the crossover. It'll be the only time I ever watch Supergirl again since that garbage fight between her and Superman.
You know, they're gonna have everybody but Batman in this crossover.
They're gonna have every DC character ever made, and they're just gonna show like Batman's cape. Be like, did you see?
Because he's gone, man.
They have Kevin Conroy's Bruce Wayne, but they don't have Batman. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
They're gonna have Black Lightning. They're gonna have the Huntress. They're gonna have Tom Ellis's Lucifer, which
So Black Lightning is in the crossover?
yes. They're gonna have
Interesting. Well,
Jonah
that's new
Hex.
information then.
Holy shit! There's actually have Jonah Hex. That's pretty interesting.
Dude, they need to have everybody. Like I was watching God Friended Me earlier, and they have the chick who played Jesse Quick on The Flash. And I said, she better be in the fucking crossover. I'm going to be fucking pissed.
A lot of these
Jeffrey,
characters.
I do not agree with what you say. First off, it is not CW's Titans. It is the DC Universe's Titans. And secondly, it's supposed to be grounded. They didn't make her fucking orange because that's not realistic. And they give you the backstory of why she's not orange. She came to Earth and had to blend in. You can't be fucking orange and blend in with Earth people.
Oh, I thought that she wasn't. I thought she wasn't orange because Willy Wonka fired her.
Now, all I want them to do is say, "Oh, Doom Patrol's also going to make an appearance in this crossover," and Brandon Fisher's just going to be like, "Fuck, there's a lot. There's actual look, all these people and shit."
So then you'll actually watch Batwoman again?
No, I wouldn't. I'm not watching none of that trash. Sorry.
Oh, so Doom Patrol will be in it, but you ain't gonna watch it.
Nope.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it. That'll be the only time I watched Supergirl since.
But I feel like
Been waiting 3 years for this.
I feel like this all sounds nice, but I think it's going to leave people disappointed because, yeah, you got 5 hours, but look at how many people they're announcing, how much screen time each individual person's going to get.
Yeah, this is
I don't
interesting.
need that much.
No, but I do understand the point. Okay, say you have a favorite, 90s Flash or something like that. Is it going to be enough just to get a nod, or are people going to be disappointed because they expect to see their favorite character do more? And
if they expect Brandon Routh to play Kingdom Come Superman and be the hero that saves the day by taking over for an entire episode, then you're a fucking idiot. Look at the names of the shows. Anybody who isn't in the name of the show isn't going to have more than a paragraph of dialogue at most. All of these people who they're naming off aren't going to be there for more than 2-3 scenes, and then they're going to be in the big fight scene. That's it.
I'll wait for the movie version.
I want to answer Mega Jetty's super chat because we're kind of going back and forth from this. This has nothing to do with politics. Titans has no politics in it. I watched the full season and season 2. It is nothing to do with politics or SJW stuff. That's nonsense. They didn't make her orange. The directors came out and said because it's a grounded, real take, like they did with Daredevil, like they did with The Punisher, and like they did with Jessica Jones. The only thing that was unrealistic was Jessica Jones because she jumped 50 fucking feet in the air. I didn't understand that.
Is Daredevil still a blind guy that can see?
He doesn't see, he just hears really good.
Okay.
he can fucking hear your heartbeat, which is how I could tell when he was being attacked by
Kind of like sonar.
Yeah, almost.
Shit.
They did it because they were setting up for stuff, and I don't know if they're going to bring that orange. They might make her orange later and full transition her to Starfire.
Don't do that.
She's got to go through transition so that she can identify as orange.
Now, if they bring Deathstroke over there and he starts like just headshotting dudes, that'd be epic. Deathstroke.
They already have a Deathstroke in the CW,
but this one's better in the Titans.
Maybe I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, Mega Jetty, I'd say go and check it out before you judge. I say to everyone, like, check out a show before you judge it. Like, I know what you hear and see from a lot of people, but like, they're doing what Marvel did with Netflix with their shows, like those first grounded, gritty type takes. That's what they're doing in the DC universe. They're really, and they're not interjecting politics into it. I've watched them all. I've not seen any political stuff dropped or anything like that. They're just, they changed some of the material, but they're trying to make it more grounded. And I think it's a good approach. I think it's interesting. I like the fact that you see a lot of gritty, realistic stuff. Like that first episode of Doom Patrol is fucking crazy.
Doom Patrol is the best comic book series, period.
I mean, yeah, there was a lot of like raw and gritty shit in there. And like just the way the characters were arced and everything else like that. I'd say they're doing some pretty solid stuff. And, you know, I'd say watch it yourself and judge it for yourself.
Save Swamp Thing.
Hashtag save Swamp Thing.
So Proper died?
I guess he was taken by dingoes. See, you saw the season review. No, that's not true. They said the season ended. Well, most reviews I saw said the season ended awesome because they actually had fucking Batman in it. Because spoilers, DC Universe can fucking use Batman. They use it at the end of Titans season 1. You actually fucking see Batman, not a shadow of him. You see fucking Batman take out a shit ton of people.
Kills the Joker.
You see Batman in the show Gotham too.
Yeah.
Who kills the Joker?
Oh, you're back.
Titans.
Oh yeah. I needed to restart my computer.
Batman
I couldn't hear a damn word anybody was saying, for better or worse.
No.
Yeah, and at the end of the season of Titans, Batman goes fucking nuts and goes to Arkham and slaughters everyone in Arkham. And then the police come from him.
Batman.
And Dick Grayson has to go and hunt him. And he fucks up the cops. Like, they come into the Batcave and they think they're going to take him under arrest.
Well, also, spoiler alert.
Because that's easy. But the Joker,
but also, spoiler alert, that it's all just in Dick Grayson's head. And
yeah, it's an illusion.
Trigon's been manipulating everybody. That's why, like, everything seems all dark and gritty, and Titans are killing people and stuff.
Sounds about right.
Tommy, well played. Tommy, bro, I can't.
That's pretty good.
I can't knock a good joke, man. He got me good. I know I'm fucked if John Campea comes in here and gives me real fucking money and he's like, I agree with you. Go General Zod. I would be like, well, fuck, I'm shutting this channel down.
You would be very surprised of what you two agree on. More than you think.
Zod and Tommy?
The moment that you said that, I'm so tempted to disagree because John Campea saying that Joker is the best movie ever, you're like, damn it, he's right. I'm like, dude, come on, man. You guys agree on something. You know.
Yeah, I can agree with him, but I don't condone.
That's not what the impression that you've been giving for the past several weeks.
I don't condone
what
does
has
it.
You are more, you're more knowledgeable on his
Zod is one of these never campias.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So if John Campia said that
Mega Jetty, it was an illusion.
No,
Dick
no,
Grayson
no,
didn't kill
you
Batman.
don't get away with this quickly. No, you don't just get away with this real quickly.
Mm-hmm.
No. You're not escaping. You're not super chatting your way out of this, shithead. Come on. Nah. No. If John Campia said that Saving Private Ryan was a piece of shit film, you would love it. But if he said it was the best movie ever, you would be inclined to say, oh, nah.
That's a terrible analogy, because I would say it was the greatest movie either way. That's the worst.
That's
movie
not the impression that you gave a few weeks ago. You were never
What
Campia.
are you talking about?
You were admittedly saying, you are on the record saying that you are tempted to disagree with John Campia no matter what it is.
Yeah, with the Joker, yes, I did say that because
no, not with the Joker, with any movie. You said with any movie, You
oh no, I want to see the
disagree.
Playback. No, because now you jump from the Joker to any movie. So it sounds like
I'm pretty sure that we can go back in any of the clips. I'm sure you have said this, but you have been a very clear, staunch anti-Campia, no matter what he said. I'm also busting your balls way too much.
Look, I am not for anything that Campia does simply because of how he says things. Like, it's the way he delivers shit and the way it's not from the heart when he's revealing shit. It's just like it feels so for
really everything that he says is heartless.
Yes.
He's not
I believe there is not one legitimate these days there is not one legitimate sentence that comes out of his mouth that is not paid for by some company.
I don't know.
Okay, Zod.
All right, moving along.
Yeah, let's move along.
Yeah, you can read that super chat from Mega Jetty.
I'm sorry for derailing it so much.
Screw Campia, don't know him, but Jeremy looked up to him, yet he never acknowledged Jeremy until he bashed TLJ and he responded with hatred. Campia can suck a cock. What Mega Jetty brings up, that is why I am opposed to Campia. It's just the way he conducts his like or dislike of something.
That's not what Mega Jetty said at all.
No, what I mean is
that's not what he said at all. He said, Jeremy looked up to him and he never acknowledged him until he
bashed the
Last Jedi.
Yes, and then
he acknowledged him when he passed him in subs. But it had nothing to do with what you were saying.
No, what I'm saying is the reason why I can't agree with stuff with Campia is for that reason, because he
doesn't like Jeremy. People. What the fuck?
No, because he attacks people. Or he doesn't acknowledge his super chats. Or he just fucking
he did acknowledge his super chat.
Did you not watch that shilling we did where it took him like fucking hours to even acknowledge the fucking chat?
Did you?
And I think there was. I'm fairly sure there were some chats he skipped over.
What Jeremy posted today? Did you see what he posted today?
Of course not. He doesn't have time. Didn't you listen to him earlier?
Yeah, I was at the door.
He was busy touching a unicorn. Rubbing that horn all which way.
I know, trying to get it inside him.
Exactly. Why? What did Jeremy post today?
No, he
what's your point,
posted.
Proper?
He super chatted John Campia. John Campia was with Christian Harloff. He said, as much jokes as that I make about everything, I'm happy to see Campia and Karloff together. Good luck, guys. And Christian Harloff said, like, yeah, he's been a critic and a supporter of mine, and congratulations on the subs and your success. It was very nice
of him.
And John Campia was like, holy shit, like, Geeks and Gamers, like, said something.
Yeah, that still doesn't mean that I'm gonna fucking back off my opinion. I don't like him. I don't like that he points to him.
You don't have to.
I just don't fucking like him. And I find it very staggering when I actually...
What? Wait, hey, come on.
That's
Jamie
the New Yorker in you. That's the New Yorker. New Yorkers don't really like anybody else besides other New Yorkers. So
Jamie Vick says, Zod, you mean he treats the chat like you do? That's a burn, Zod. That is a burn. She got you good.
Shit.
You gotta hold that L.
Jamie Vick, that hit me in the feels.
He's
gonna cry in the car.
Yeah. I'm definitely.
He's gonna cry in the car for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah, some of it was poor life choices. I do want to get to my last topic, which is a happier topic.
Oh, we only have one more topic left?
Yeah, and it's close to your heart.
You don't know how much cholesterol is close to my heart.
I didn't know gingers have heart.
We have hearts, we just don't have souls.
So,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, they're coming out with.
Actually, can the last topic be like the one
really?
I sent after this one? All right, just.
We're making a big deal about Halloween costumes. For real?
No, it's the fact the costume that it's wearing.
I mean, look at that. Yeah.
He's wearing his cousin's skin.
Yeah, so
he's wearing a Mimikyu costume.
So what is the point?
The point is it's super meta.
Exactly.
Mimikyu is a ghost-type Pokemon in the Alola region that decided to make its outer appearance look like a Pokemon that got really popular about 20 years ago, which is Pikachu. So its outer costume looks like a Pikachu, except kind of retarded. So now they're having Pikachu dress up like a Mimikyu.
That's pretty
which dresses up like a Pikachu.
What the fuck?
Think about it.
Listen,
exactly.
If I were to do LSD, I would just do LSD. I don't need to know about this. I don't need to know about this.
What the hell is Bulbasaur supposed to be?
I don't know. Bring that back up.
I don't know. You need to do drugs to understand it. Kind of like the Grateful Dead. Or Pink Floyd.
You need to do drugs to understand Pokemon? What?
The worst rock bands ever. The Grateful Dead and Pink Floyd. The ones you need acid for. There you go. All jokes aside. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I see. I think Bulbasaur is supposed to be
zoom in.
Puff.
I can't tell. You gotta zoom in more.
Oh, he's dressed as Cubone. What the fuck?
I know Charizard.
Charmander's a Cubone.
Charmander. Charizard.
A Jigglypuff is what you're getting out of that?
Because the ears. It's very
John's then post says, Zod, answer my insults Nerdette sent me. Ooh.
I can't tell because I don't know who the top that one would be either.
And he wants to know something.
Oh,
And yes, Tommy, yeah. Pink Floyd is boring. They're boring.
Well, that's crazy.
Acid boring. They're like Grateful Dead acid boring. Sorry.
You better be sorry.
Anyways,
Did you see the
I'm
the
not.
shit?
I'm not.
Did you see the
Anyways,
stuff?
Mega Jetty says a super chat. What? What perp?
No, never mind.
If it's
No,
in
no,
the
no, you were
bridge
saying
crew, we
something.
all
Sorry.
saw it.
No, I was talking about like did y'all see that that AMC is getting into the streaming service? That's what I wanted to.
Yeah, that's what we. Yeah, we've seen that.
Nope.
I bring that up, but that actual article does it prompts me to like subscribe to whatever, and my thing won't let me decline the subscription. I have to actually like subscribe to
You don't have to
whatever fucking
subscribe.
article.
Generation.
No, it doesn't
What
let me
are you
go
talking
any
about?
further.
I beat Pokemon Red 4 times when I was
That's
a
it.
kid.
Red was fire.
Because it was Fire Red, that too. If you count that,
Oh.
that's like 6 or 8.
Gold was my
No.
last one that I played.
No, I beat Red and I beat Fire Red, and it was just fun each time. Especially when
fun
you
every
started with all
time.
3 of the choices.
Ooh, starting with all 3 is always fun. Doing that little glitch.
Oh yeah, all you need is another Game Boy and a connecting thing and just a center to go to. There you go.
Yu-Gi-Oh was the more superior card playing game. And
Yu-Gi-Oh was
better option.
but
Whoa, we're talking
look how
about.
long that
If we're talking about
lasted.
the card game, that's totally different from regular Pokemon.
Yeah,
the card game and the show.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh
The
was
show
fire.
is
I'm not
not
gonna lie.
superior.
You said
Yu-Gi-Oh.
what?
I remember like walking into the movie and thinking like, this is trash.
Not at all.
It was trash.
When you're literally fighting for your life. That's not true.
I wish that
You get
kid
shit-
died
you
in the
get
movie.
sent-
It would have
sent to the Shadow
given it
Realm.
weight.
Yeah, why are we trusting children to literally fight for our lives? Something about
Yeah,
that don't seem
seriously.
quite right.
Like, Yu-Gi-Oh was bullshit. Yu-Gi-Oh
Nah,
the
but-
movie sucked, and the kid should have died at the end. Would have been great. It would have been
Nah,
great. Would have been great. It would have been
Ooh.
like, hey, sorry. Oh, you're wrong about Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd is a great band. Said a lot of people who were high on acid. Thank you. Moving along.
What did they say when they were low on acid? They said they needed more
They
acid.
jumped out of windows because they had no acid.
John's post put Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game is a rip off of Magic the Gathering.
But did they have an anime? No. So fuck that
We
shit.
didn't.
Magic the Gathering. I'll give it one thing. Magic the
Fuck a
Gathering has
Magic.
been around for a fucking long time. I've played both, and I'm in the middle. I like them both.
Hey, you didn't read the super
Don't want
chat.
to pick sides.
You didn't
And
read.
yes,
How do
I'm
you
coming
skip
back
over the
to.
super chat?
I'm coming
Both of
back
them.
out to the super
Both of
chat.
them.
Mega
Okay.
Jetty super chats me a lot. So speaking of Pokemon, everyone thinks
Anyone.
that they shouldn't have focused
Everyone.
so much on Ash and just do like the games and focus on a new character per region. That's actually a really good idea.
No. You know what they
Nope.
should have done is just have Ash grow the fuck up. And stop you know what I'm saying? He's been 10 years old forever. He's a loser. And,
Not
You had
anymore.
like 3
he's not a
voice
Pokemon. He
actors.
hasn't been a Pokemon master yet.
Yeah, it's done. It's over. You know what? It was over when Misty and Brock left, and you had
Right.
those stupid kids, Max and whoever the fuck that bitch
Whoa,
was.
whoa. When Misty and Brock left, so then technically you're saying that it's over when they got to the Orange Islands and they introduced Tracy and Brock didn't go along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay,
Yep,
well, that's
Pokemon
way
was
before
done.
It's
fucking
the
Max
trio.
and May.
Everyone gives a fuck about Ash, Brock, and Misty. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody the fuck else. Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a fuck about the companions. They only care about Ash.
That's not true. the OG
It is
fans
true, or else
love
why wouldn't they
trio.
change the
The
main
trio
character?
is what made it work. What made the inciting incident in the fucking pilot is Ash stealing Misty's bike and crashing it. And so he owes her
Which
a
has
new
nothing
bike.
to do with Brock.
Brock comes in a few episodes later in the first gym, and then he gets recruited, and then you have the trio.
It's a typical trope in anime.
Yeah,
Trios.
Technically, Brock shows up at the second gym because he can't challenge the first gym, but okay.
Yeah, and he gives him the badge. That's cool. That's great. And then he continues on the journey with them because, I don't know, he has a boner for Misty, and we all want Misty and Brock to get together. I don't know. Cool. But then that continues, and then, I don't know, they just go away. I don't know. I don't. I haven't seen it up until that point. But you know, I mean, that's the reason why people kept watching. I imagine. You know, I don't know. I was a very young kid when that came out initially, and I watched like all the VHSs. I watched it on TV, on Cartoon Network, and I wanted to see more stories about them. When I kept, getting older, I saw more stories, but it wasn't about Ash. Misty was gone and Brock was there, and there was two other fuckers. One name was Max. Max, go fuck yourself and your stupid sister, whoever the fuck that was. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you. We don't want you. We want Brock and Misty.
There's only 151 Pokemon.
Yes, exactly. And it should have ended with
number
Ash,
to stop at.
With Ash, beating the Pokemon League, which apparently took him 22 fucking years.
Whoa. There's multiple Pokemon leagues.
I don't know. He kept losing because Ash is a fucking loser. He lost all of them, apparently.
Because you had the Indigo Plateau, you had the Silver League, the Hoenn League. There's all kinds of different leagues.
And he lost all of them.
He did not lose the Orange Island League. He won that one.
Why the fuck did they make a big deal about it on Twitter then?
I don't know why because people on Twitter are fucking dumb, and the Orange Islands happened before the internet blew up. Think about that. The Orange Island arc happened before Facebook was invented.
Fair enough. That's fair. Because you've seen it. I have not. Because it never aired on television.
Not live, but I watched it when it was originally released.
The moral of the story is that Yu-Gi-Oh is better than Pokemon.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Only the card
died in the movie.
No, the storyline. Yo, listen. Pokemon does not have a Seto Kaiba. Kaiba was one of the dopest characters there. Pegasus.
Facts.
Whoa.
Facts.
Kaiba is Giovanni. What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
Pegasus.
Unless you want to say that Pegasus is Giovanni and Kaiba is Gary. Like, Gary's a fucking asshole. What are you talking about?
But
he definitely has a rival who's a dick, who's always stronger than him all the time.
You had Merrick. Merrick was one of the dopest villains in Yu-Gi-Oh! That dude was sick.
Shadow Games.
The Shadow Games? That arc was tough. That shit was tough.
I'm not saying that it wasn't tough, but you seem to only be looking at a very small portion of Yu-Gi-Oh! You got to count all these other trash Yu-Gi-Ohs that have come afterwards.
No. I said
no. All of it.
XRD-DIC. No,
you got to count all the alphabet Yu-Gi-Ohs.
No, you don't. I said Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, well then you can only compare it to the original Pokemon. You can't say, oh well, Ash doesn't get any older.
You say Yu-Gi-Oh, not Yu-Gi-Oh. Dual X. Cycle.
But it's all the same story.
Like, why it's for Yu-Gi-Oh?
No,
in the same universe, the story progresses.
It's not the same story. The only story in Yu-Gi-Oh that connects is GX, and that very loosely connects to the original Yu-Gi-Oh. The rest of them were self-contained stories.
Like that arc shit, that recent one, trash. The only No.
Yeah, all the other ones are only connected by the fact that they somehow get the tap from the Pharaoh of the Spirit of Cards or whatever the bullshit
And when they
is.
introduced the God cards, that shit was fire.
Oh my god, the God cards. Oh, that shit.
And when the one dude smacked Yugi, like he threw Yugi's Exodia cards out and shit, like that shit was.
I have a suggestion to end this live stream. You can show the Pokemon spoof. It's like a very old YouTube video. Be great, or at least we can watch it after hours.
Hell, Digimon was better than Pokemon. That's fact.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know that this is all a troll job.
Nah, fuck no. Digimon was lit.
Digimon's better than Pokemon. Oh my
Digimon
god.
The
That's even a
cards was
reference to the
trash.
video I'm talking about.
The cards for Digimon were trash.
Like there isn't a single thing of Digimon that's better than Pokemon
You
at
crazy.
all. Not the cards,
crazy.
not the show, not
You're
the
wrong.
video games. None
You're
of
wrong.
them. I
You're
watched
wrong.
all of it. I played all of it, and all of them are second tier. We're talking
You're
about
crazy.
the GoBots of Mons.
Holy shit, it's getting real. Actually, this is quite.
And if you really want to go deep, PB, Metabots is better than fucking Pokemon. That's facts. Metabots.
I don't even know what that is, so I'm sure it's so great that it can compare with the biggest IP of all time.
I don't mean shit.
It means a whole lot of shit.
I don't mean shit. The
proof,
like
that
I said,
popularity
20,
don't mean nothing.
20, yeah, he's the most popular loser. He's been loser for 20 years.
No, I'm not talking. We're not talking about Ash. We're talking about Pokemon. I didn't say Satoshi's the most popular. He's the most influential. I said Pokemon.
So what, man? Pokemon, that shit trash.
That means all the games, all the toys, all that stuff. People buy that more than anything ever.
The OG Pokemon, that's fine. The other shit, the other nut ass shit, the other whatever 500 irrelevant Pokemon.
You're only a few hundred short, but it's okay.
Okay, let me go back up to some super chats really quick that I missed. From Megajetty 209, he said
209
Yu-Gi-Oh! From that was the time 209.
Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, SpongeBob's my boy. He watches during the Krabby Patty shit.
Just read.
I hate SpongeBob. Fuck SpongeBob. He killed the 90s, man. Killed the 90s. Single-handedly killed the 90s.
Biden touch. By the way, Biden, you did terribly tonight.
All right. Quiet, everyone. Super chat. Megajetty's been wanting me to read these, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! Had great characters, but the show kept going with no end like Pokemon. We can agree on that. Super chat. I like how Misty was made a more prominent character in the show than she was in the game as just another gym leader. By the way, why is her hair different in the show and the game?
Because it can be.
I'm disappointed. I thought you were going to give more context to that.
Like, why does she leave the gym? She don't leave the gym in the game. That seems like a pretty inane question to be asking for something as small as that.
To me, the only amount of Pokemon there is the amount in Kando and Johto. Any more it is just pushing it. Also, why make Pokemon fight? Talk about animal cruelty.
They're not animals. They're Pokemon.
They're monsters.
Yeah.
Super chat.
They're
if
monsters.
It appeared in Yu-Gi-Oh, I'd tap T and she'd be like, Yu-Gi-Oh who?
Oh my God. You just wrote it. Oh, gee. T? You read that as T? You mean Taya?
I'm fucking tired. Yeah, I'm not Taya. Super chat. I enjoyed the first few seasons of SpongeBob, but got dumber with time. I'm caught up.
No, SpongeBob was dumb right from the beginning.
Right.
They did, though, have some funny particular episodes. Like when they were cursing, that shit was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Okay, I never watched
They
it.
never cursed. What are you talking about? In
No,
SpongeBob?
they didn't, because every time they went to curse, you heard a.
That was only one episode when they like saw a Mr. Krabs is a dolphin noise. That's the only episode.
They
Yeah.
don't show that episode anymore. They banned that episode.
Sounds
Really?
about right.
Mm-hmm.
Pussy.
And that episode was funny as shit. That was one of like the best episodes.
You know, they even banned an episode where like Squidward like goes to eat and gorge upon Krabby Patties, and you know there was like a bucket or something, and that meant like for some reason it like dumped on him, and that was like a 9/11 thing that they had to edit out. I'm like, why did you edit that out?
Ren and Stimpy was way more controversial than SpongeBob. That shit was.
SpongeBob, and you know what happened in the news? What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like I
Who
heard
the
about that.
Fuck is that university professor saying like it?
Proper Biden touch says you just haven't been paying attention.
You suck tonight. I'm sorry.
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, I watched. Unfortunately, a lot of it. I was seeing a lot of
I
reactions.
will never say it's unfortunate to watch a Democratic debate because I get a lot of laughs out of it. I'm sure we'll be talking about it tomorrow night.
Oh,
first
most
off-
definitely.
First off, if you're from California, you shut the fuck up. Get out of the fucking race.
How many people they got left in?
But second off, Biden,
So-
you sucked. Goodbye.
Perp, just to let you know, don't underestimate SpongeBob. He just said, I only pretend to be dumber to hide my schemes. That's how it's like some threats right there, perp. You gotta wake up and SpongeBob's gonna be over you with a fucking knife.
Nah, bro.
I will say that Drunk 3PO's video on Geeks and Gamers about SpongeBob was hilarious. I loved every minute of it. Because he's like, he wears like a tie. It's for kids. The show has Patrick. It's a squirrel with like an astronaut thing. Like it's for kids.
I would have to confirm with Matt
how
Squirrel
would-
whether or not she approves of that.
Anyways,
Like I said,
my
Ren
name
and
is
Stimpy
Proper
was way more.
Jeremy. Goodbye. I'm doing my plug now.
Yeah,
quick
you know,
plug.
hey, don't go yet. I'm about to wrap this shit up. Yeah, because, you know,
Please
I'm
don't
fucking
go.
tired.
I was just doing my plug early, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to wrap the shit up anyways. Because I'm exhausted. So let's just go down the line here, starting with you, Proper. We already got your first one, so we won't go through that whole thing again. Tell us about the This Week in Bullshit where you're gonna have me on.
You want on?
Yeah.
You're in.
Well, that was easy. I thought I was really gonna have to lobby.
Okay, fine. You will have to stop if you ever utter the words bitch unicorn together for a week. You will have to drink every time you do it.
Ooh.
I'm
Boy.
kidding.
I'm gonna have
kidding.
alcohol poisoning before I get to
Just tomorrow. Just tomorrow.
So yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're in. Yeah, I'm gonna add you right now. Welcome to This Week in Bullshit. Starting with General Zod. In the so, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. Thursdays, This Week in Bullshit, you will find Pop Culture PB. He's always there. Fatal J is going to be there. I'm sure Fatal Jack will also make an appearance, and we'll have General
Zod
there as well. It's going to be great.
Awesome. And anything else that we can expect from you?
I don't know, next Wednesday, I'm going to have a small video out that I introduced. My grandparents saw a video of Cecil. Cecil Says. The trailer is on my channel right now. So go check that out. That's a great sneak peek. It pretty much says exactly what you would expect. Just with a thumbnail. A thumbnail that I didn't even bother to choose. YouTube did it for me.
Oh,
Thank you,
nice. I love it
YouTube.
when that works out.
I know. It's great.
And of course, we have the Purple Man himself. Go ahead, tell us about any content you got coming out and what we can find on your channel.
You're perp. Psych now. Nah, I think I'm going to watch the first 2 Creep shows today and possibly do reviews on them.
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't gotten on that. I already finished them.
Yeah.
Where's your review?
I'm waiting for Perp to do his.
Oh yeah, I have
No,
a Batwoman review too.
And then later on tonight. Tonight's Wednesday, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So yeah, if you're into American Horror Story, I'm going to be doing a review on episode 5. It's going to be lit. People going to be dying. People going to get shanked. It's going to be lovely. That's what I got going. Subscribe to my channel. Perp Minded. I am the man.
And of course, the commander, the co-host, the captain, the person who keeps this shit in line. PB, what do you got for us? I heard that there is a Batwoman live reactions to episode 2.
Yeah, that's what I got on my channel, Pop Culture PB. I recorded myself while I was watching Batwoman and took all the best reactions that I could find while I was watching it, mashed them together, and then, added some pictures so that you get the gist of what I was watching. But I didn't want to put any video in there because you never know what people are going to claim or block nowadays. So yeah, that's the last video I put up. And the next video that I'm putting up that I was working on before I entered the fandom zone for this wonderful live stream is a football rant about Chris Collinsworth being an idiot. Not Troy Aikman this time.
Interesting. Switching it up. All right.
So Jamie Vick won't be pissed off at me for this video.
Awesome stuff. And of course, today, because we're in Wednesday, my review will drop for Jay and Silent Bob Get a Reboot. I got to see a pre-screening, and I'm here to tell you, I salute Mr. Kevin Smith. He has redeemed himself as being a man who could be cynical towards the nonsense of rebooting something, and even himself. It's hilarious the role he actually has in the movie besides just being Silent Bob. He plays another role that's fucking hilarious. Like, this thing lands and it's got like fan service, it's got satire, there's fucking emotional moments, surprisingly.
There's emotional weight.
There's emotional weight, yes. Fuck. But yeah, I'd have to say this definitely is a movie that if you're a movie of the Kevin Smith, the good old days where he made films like Chasing Amy and shit like that, this is a movie you want to see. He does a very good job, and the humor is
I was chasing Amy right up until she filed that restraining order.
That's what I said. So I'll be dropping that review, and it'll be hopefully ahead of all these other fucks, because I saw a pre-screening, I assume, before most people. So I'm gonna have that up, and also I will be posting a talk about the Joker and just some theories and things after seeing it so many times. I'm just gonna kind of dive into what I feel about the movie, different things that I've picked up, certain things I might have connected to some theories that I have. for what it all means. So I'm gonna do like
you're
that.
probably wishing the writers would have gave you an ending like that.
Fuckers. Fucking DC. I say, if you're doing origin movies, you motherfuckers, I've been chilling now for months for DC Universe. You fuckers better give me that standalone Zod movie. I mean, this villain has been chilling hard for you guys. I want a movie. And my neck doesn't get broken at the end.
He's
And
been
you know what?
shilling
You know
for
what?
a villain
It's the
that does
movie-
a bunch of killing.
And it's the movie that brought General Zod and John Campea together.
You
In harmony.
son of a bitch!
It's
No,
true. All
because
of
Don
it.
Campea would be like, this new Zod movie is great. And I'd be like, well,
Oh, if it was the new
shit.
Zod movie, and he said it was the best movie after Joker. Oh wow.
And-
You'd be having a huge, as I would say, conflict of interest.
yeah, I wouldn't be able to review it because good or bad, I'd be like, yeah, that new Zod movie, best fucking movie ever made, best movie of whenever it came out.
Right.
They'd be like,
I
what
saw-
there were.
I see like, the first 2 minutes of the creep show. Like this dude's dad is an asshole. Definitely.
Yeah. You're right.
And yeah, so thank you everybody for coming through. I appreciate it. We had a great debate.
Oh man.
What?
Biden Touch says, I blew it in that debate. You're right, proper. And I asked him, you blew who? And he said, I blew Anderson Cooper.
And he said, "Thank you, Mr. Vice President."
And Mega
that's
Jetty,
a
buddy.
joke because whenever like somebody's like in the middle of a sentence, he's like, "Thank you, whoever it's on the panel. Thank you,
Yep.
thank you, Mr. Vice President." Blow a load in his mouth. All right, special thanks to Mr. Vice President for that lovely dessert.
Oh. All right, and on that
I
note,
was
Jesus
so
Christ.
wanting. Oh God. Ugh.
Yeah, real sus.
I know.
Finish it, villain.
so on that note, I want to say, Mega Jetty, to answer your question before I'm out of here.
I already
yes, if
told him to DM you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. See, this is why you're the
Biden
curator.
touch. I don't know if you had to do any lip service, but I think the touch was enough.
Okay, fuckers.
Stay black.
Remember the rule here on the channel. Kneel
black.
before Zod.
Anderson Cooper.
No, that's something that Biden does.
And also stay black.